All right, so let's start this off by just saying multiplying fractions is a lot easier than adding or subtracting fractions. It's a lot less work, I think. All right, so I'm going to show you something called cross products in example one. It's strongly suggested you use them. You don't have to, though. So let's dive right into steps to multiplying fractions. All right, so step one is make sure your fractions are in simplest form. So get fractions in simplest form. And this is what cross products really means. You want to get them into cross products. Okay. Cross products. And then we simply multiply straight across. So we multiply our numerators. So multiply numerator. Multiply denominators. And then last step is always to simplify. All right, so pretty straightforward. Multiply across, and then simplify. All right, let's look at example one. We have 4/9 times 3/5. I'm going to show you cross products after I show you the straightforward way. So multiply your numerators. Multiply 4 times 3. What is 4 times 3? 12. Multiply your denominators. What's 9 times 5? 9 times 5 is 45. That's it. That's what we do. The last step is to simplify. What can we simplify both 12 and 45 by? Hopefully you're thinking 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 45 divided by 3 is 15. So now that's our answer, 4/15. Okay? So again, we multiply straight across. Multiply numerators, multiply denominators, simplify. But let's look at it with cross products. Let's look at it when we do cross products. Okay, here's what it would look like with cross products. Whenever I go over things on the board, I'm going to be using cross products. Okay, so I strongly recommend that. So I'm just rewriting the problem. Okay, that's a 5. So we want to look at our diagonals. Is there anything here that can be simplified? Can we simplify 4 and 5 by anything? Can we divide them both by 2? Can we divide them both by 3? So on and so forth. No. So they just stay 4 and a 5. What about this diagonal, though? Can we simplify 3 and 9 by anything? Yes. Hopefully you said yes. So we can take from 3 and 9, we can take out a 3. So what is 3 divided by 3? 3 divided by 3 is 1. What's 9 divided by 3? 9 divided by 3 is 3. So now this 3 is actually a 1, and this 9 is actually a 3. So now when we multiply straight across, I'm doing 4 times 1, which is 4. And then I'm doing 5 times 3, which is 15. So cross products just has a simplified first instead of at the end. That's the only big difference here. Okay? I want you to try the next two on your own. So try B. So try example 2 and example 3 for me. So example 3 might give you a little bit of difficulty, so be careful there. So try example 2 and 3. All right. So for example 2, there are no cross products. So you just are multiplying straight across. 4 times 6 is 24. 7 times 11, 77. Positive times the negative gives us a negative. All right, so that's how we got our answer there. Number 3 had times a negative 5. Had times a negative 5. With fractions, a whole number could always be put over 1. Okay, so that's what I did there. I put this -5 over 1. So I did 7 times 5 is 35. 4 times 1 is 4. Negative times a negative keeps it a positive. And then I just simplified. All right, so let's talk about mixed numbers, okay? Nothing really changes except our first step is to make them improper fractions. So make improper fractions. Make improper fractions. And then we want to check for cross products. So pretty much the next 3 steps are just like the steps above. Check for cross products. This is when cross products is going to be really handy because some of these numbers can get pretty large. Okay, so check for cross products or get it into a simplified form. Okay, then we multiply numerator, then our denominator. So multiply numerators, then denominators. Okay, multiply numerators, then denominators, and then always last step is to simplify. All right, so let's look at example 4 together. Just a quick refresher to changing mixed numbers into improper fractions. You multiply, then add. So 9 times 1 is 9. 9 plus 4 is 13 nines. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 1 is 11 fifths. Check for cross products. 13 and 5 can't be simplified. 9 and 11 can't be simplified. So let me do 13 times 11. So I don't know that off the top of my head. So let's multiply. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 1. Make sure you add that 0. So we get 143 over 9 times 5 is 45. I know 45 and 45 is 90, but I don't know what 90 plus 45 is 135. So it goes in 3 times with 8 left over. Okay. So I want you to do example 5 and 6. So try example 5 and 6 now. All right, so check your answers. For 5, you should have gotten -9 and 1/6. You could use cross products on there, so that simplified it a lot. Otherwise, you would have had 110 over 12. So if you didn't, it would have been 110 over 12, and then you would have had divide by 2, and then make it into a mixed number. So that's a little bit harder, I think. And then example 6 is 3 and 9/10. No cross products there, so it's just straightforward. Okay. Down below is your homework, so get to it.